Columbia County Board of Commissioners meeting for this March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. I'd like to ask Commissioner Allen if he would open us with the invocation.
Yes, sir. Please bow your heads. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you this evening humbled by obstacles before us. The world we know is a scary place right now. Please remind us that you are the ultimate authority and that nothing is beyond your saving grace. We ask that you keep everyone around us healthy and safe. We ask for your blessings over the meeting this evening, that we should do everything right and kind and good in your sight for the people of Columbia County. Things in your name, amen.
Yeah, please stand for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, the republic for which it stands, one nation, God, indivisible.
Let the record show we have a full quorum of commissioners. Commissioners, you have minutes from the previous meetings in your package, March 3rd, 2020, and March 10th, 2020, the elected official work session. We'll accept a motion to approve those if your approval.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand. Minutes carry. The presentations, we got the cancellation of the March 24th Community Services, Development Planning Services meetings.
That'll be in addition to
For
the
that.
agenda, Mr. Chairman, for your approval.
We have to vote on that.
Yes, sir, we'll take up that item when we
On
get to that.
F1.
At 2A.
Sorry?
I got that motion.
Okay. Okay, we did, I think I had the old agenda packages. Not going to have the employee of the month.
No, sir.
Moving straight down to the consent agenda as we rip and fire.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor with all the items that have been placed on the consent agenda that went through committee and received the necessary votes to be placed on it? Raise your right hand. Consider it done. All right, on to the debate agenda.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, Community Emergency Services Committee, Resolution 20-11, fee schedule. I make a motion to approve the second reading of the Resolution 20-11 to establish a fee schedule for Gateway Park.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand.
Next is ordinance number 2003, amendment of Chapter 14, Ordinance Animal Services. I make a motion to approve the second reading of ordinance number 20-03, amending Chapter 14, Animal Services Ordinance to be effective after the second reading.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand. Mr. Malier.
Yes, I make a motion to cancel the March 24th committee meetings for Community and Emergency Services and Development Planning Services.
Second.
You want to speak to that?
Yeah, just real quick, Mr. Chairman, with the closures in county government, we're going to cancel that meeting. We're going to leave the March 31st meeting on for now. And if there are items that need to be walked in, we'll bring those in for your approval for the agenda. And then we'll combine any items that need to be on this committee. We can combine them with MIS and then get back on schedule in April.
Discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion carries. Bear with me because I have the right agenda. Any legal matters?
No legal matters tonight.
Best for review by committee.
No, sir.
Public comments. Sir. You're good. You know the routine. State your name and.
I'm Joe Galino. I'm Vice President of Land Development for Bill Beasley Homes, 709 Evans Town Center Boulevard. It's really nice to see all in green, but just to let you know, St. Patrick was
I heard he was bringing back the snakes too because they canceled his parade.
Well, see, he applied for this patron saint of Italy job, but we already had St. Joseph, so we sent him over there. Anyway, I got the letter from Scott regarding the planning commission. Is that April date written in stone, or am I gonna be pushed back to May? Because you just approved my plat. So can I begin to work, or can I, what can be worked around that is what I'm asking. Because I do have to explain this to a higher authority tomorrow.
Scott, Matt, I want to,
Yeah, Matt, you want to take that? Because,
If I knew everything you were asking, I'd say.
yeah, I'm not so sure that I'm clear on what you're asking. So, Joe,
What I'm asking, Scott,
what'd you get approved tonight? You got your,
final plat for Kalari, you guys accepted it.
okay, so we're good to go there.
So I'm good. Can I begin? I know the planning commission hasn't approved it because that meeting is Thursday, which has been canceled. Now, Ms. Danielle from Scott's office called me on yesterday, talking about that
Thursday.
meeting going to May.
Say begin, you're talking building houses?
Yeah.
Your final plan, you're wanting to start pulling building permits.
That's kind of what they want to do. That's what we're after.
I got you.
I mean, we're willing to take the gamble and have it, you know, if you don't approve it, whatever we can work out, but I don't want to go back there and tell him it's going to be 2 months before we can start building in Kalari 6, because you're just not shutting down my building company. I mean, you're hurting the plumbers and everybody else. And I don't know if there is a contingency plan, and that's kind of what I'm asking. You may not have that right now, but even to wait to April 16th, I can't even, that's 2 weeks after that, because then I've got to get my NOIs. So it's 2 weeks prior before I can get a building. So I'm asking, is there any contingency?
We're going, if you don't mind, after this meeting, we'd like to figure that out with you. on how
I'll
we
be
make-
more than happy to sit here. I don't have anything else to do tonight.
Yep, let's.
No hockey, no baseball.
Ben,
But I appreciate your time.
call social distancing.
Well, I'll stand over there. I can yell pretty loud.
I think it is important to note, though, just while Joe's here, and I know we have other members from the building community here, that concessions are going to be made as part of what the commission discussed earlier today in your earlier meeting, to be able to accommodate you to the best of our ability. So we're going to continue to do that, and
we're willing to
that's
work.
really the only industry that we're continuing to accommodate.
You've Had a lot
So,
of going on.
just
We're
so
willing
you
to
understand.
Work any way we can. Want to try to get, we just need to keep, with the weather we just had, I'm behind 3 to 4 months on almost every project, not just in Columbia County, but on Richmond County and in Aiken also. So
We had a
just-
general discussion about
Yeah,
the industry as a whole and the impact that the county has on it. And
right.
but the resolution that passed has that staff will be here,
Well, if,
be here working with.
like, Matt Starkin, you want to talk about it after the meeting, I'll be more than happy to wait around. Not a problem. This is a pretty fast meeting anyway.
right, thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Executive session. Closed tonight.
Ready.
Rock and fire.
I make a motion, 1,000 to Charles L. Rickard, parcel 81, $17,500 to William and Nikki, parcel 83, $17,000 to Anna Parrish, parcel 98, $1,100 to Robert and Barbara Stevens, parcel 119, to obtain right-of-way and/or easement widening project.
Second,
Any discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand.
I make a motion to approve the order to settle the condemnation with Ramp G Partners LLC widening project. $9,900 already deposited into the court. $1,100 be paid.
second,
Any discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand.
Make a motion to approve $1,400 to Magnolia Ridge Property Owners Association, parcel 147, right-of-way or easement for the Pierce Ferry widening project.
second,
Discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion carries.
Make a motion to approve reclassifying James Bush to Manager 5 exempt 4 with a salary of $1,200. Rob Capers, non-exempt, salary of $49,183. Warner to grade 26, salary of $46,800. March 29th.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand. Carries. Anything else we need to deal with? Are we done? I recommend folks, huh?
So brief update with, we've kind of commented on,
Yes, sir. I think that's probably appropriate that we would do that. So, the Board of Commissioners convened for a public meeting that was an advertised public meeting that occurred at 4 o'clock today. That was for budget purposes, because of an emergency situation, there was an item added to the agenda to that particular meeting, and that item that we added to the agenda, had to do with the official closure of county offices. As you all know, Columbia County is not immune, unfortunately, to the COVID-19 situation. We've actually had a case that has been presumed positive actually on this campus. So as a result of that, we are having to take some pretty serious measures based on all the research that we've done and everything all the communication we've had with our national authorities, with our state authorities. We have made the decision or made the presentation to the Board of Commissioners that we close our offices to the general public beginning tomorrow, and that closure would run through the 29th of March. That would give us, including the weekend days, about a 14-day window, which is what's being recommended, which is hoping to flatten the curve. During that time, our employees, we're going to encourage them to stay home, not to go out, to not have any contact, not be in large groups. We will continue the public safety operations here in the county. We will continue, we have a continuity of operations plan that has been in existence for a long time. That continuity of operations plan will continue. We will continue to operate. I will be here. Other members of administration will be here. Our executive leadership team will be here. We will be making decisions every day on behalf of the county. But the idea is to keep public safety moving. One of the caveats, and I brought it up because Mr. Galino was up here, one of the caveats was we have a lot of building that is in process. So we're working on a process now to be able to take care of some of those inspections to ensure that some of the COs that are getting close to being done, we can actually do those COs. But I can tell you that we are in uncharted waters, that nothing like this has ever happened before. We don't know what the future looks like right now. We're having to plan this day by day. So even if we make accommodations, you may find that other industries are not, other forms of government are not making the same concessions. But we're committed to do what's in the best interest of the citizens of Columbia County. This board is committed to that. You've shown and proven your responsibility to the citizens and their safety and their well-being, as well as that of your employees here in the county. And by the passage of this resolution, so that will begin tomorrow. We will have a different way of operating, but again, we will be operating. All of our phones will have a specific message on the phone telling people what to do if they can't get that particular place they're looking for. Our 311 center will be up and running. It will be fielding calls. We will be responding to emergency situations and other situations as needed and warranted. And then other situations as they arise, we'll make the decision as to how we can best accommodate everybody during this period. And then we're very hopeful that when we all come back to work on March the 30th, that at least there are a lot less infected people in Columbia County, and the likelihood of our employees or our public or anybody else contracting this virus is going to be a lot less on that date. That's our hope. So that's a quick synopsis.
Comments? Any motions?
I make a motion, we adjourn, sir.
Second.
All in favor, raise your right hand. We're out of here.